For those of you who are on Facebook, you may have come across this. I stumbled across this yesterday, and I've since found the video, which I'm going to go through the video. But let me just take you through this article because it seems to indicate that Martin Brundle is admitting to knowing that Abu Dhabi was going to be fixed before Abu Dhabi was fixed. So let's read this through. So this was dated the 14th of November. This is on the This is Formula One Facebook page. All right. So, why Abu Dhabi 2021 was Brundle's most unpleasant F1 commentary moment. Martin Brundle, Sky Sports commentator and former F1 driver, described the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix as his most unpleasant time in decades of covering the sport. Brundle, who has worked with ITV, BBC and Sky Sports, highlighted the challenges of that intense season. The most unpleasant time I've known in all these years of commentating was Abu Dhabi 2021 and 2021 in general, Brundle shared on the Sky Sports F1 podcast. So I will go through this. This is this one here. Martin Brundle reveals all about the grid walk, Sky Sports F1 podcast. It's around about the 33-minute mark for those of you that want to go and have a look at that. But I'm going to go through that in my next video. So, Brundle discussed how he gathers inside information from trusted sources in the paddock to enhance his commentary. Really? So really, you're not looking at the sport that you are witnessing and speaking about that. You already know stuff. You already know some secrets before they even happen, yeah? Interesting. I've got my touchstones in the paddock where we trade information, 3 or 4 people. If something big is going up, I will go and talk to Zach, Christian, so Zach Brown, Christian Horner, Toto, Wolf, and they won't tell me lies. If they can't tell me, they won't tell me, or they'll tell me something. I would say 60 or 70% of what I know I can never say on the TV, but that does give me the other 30%. So what's going on here then, Martin? What secrets do you know? The 2021 season saw one of the fiercest World Championship battles between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton, creating tensions that extended beyond the track. It became so feisty, so aggressive between Mercedes and Red Bull, and Sky kind of got caught up in the middle of that. We got caught in the crossfire, basically, and each team pretty much felt if you weren't with them, you had to be against them. And they both felt that, and it was really uncomfortable. Actually, the whole phase. But friendship remained, and we all moved on. So that's what Brundle is saying. So what Brundle is revealing is that that if something big is going up, if something is brewing, if there's something going around, Brundle goes and speaks to Horner, to Wolf, to Zach Brown, and they all give him information. And Martin Brundle won't tell us. Martin Brundle will keep the secret. What are these secrets going on? Surely, if there's secrets, then what are you hiding? If you've got nothing to hide, well, you're not doing anything wrong, are you? So, if you're hiding something, then you're hiding it for a purpose. Because it's wrong. Yeah? That would be the reason that you're hiding it. And why is it that you can't say 70% of it on the television? What's going on there, Martin? Why can you not speak about 70% of the things that you know that are going on in the sport of Formula One? Is it because they're so corrupt that you'd be revealing the crime? You'd be revealing cheating. You see, evidently, Martin, as proven in my videos about what you actually said to condition the viewer in those last 5 to 6 laps of Abu Dhabi 2021, The things that you said, the way that you diverted the attention of the viewer, demonstrates that you were complicit with that fraud. You were key to that fraud. You were an integral component of the fraud. So yes, you did know, Martin. You absolutely knew what you were saying. You absolutely knew how you are diverting people, conditioning people, convincing people by initially saying, oh, there's bound to be a couple of racing laps as soon as Nicholas Latifi crashed. Latifi didn't even attempt to try and move his car to see if it was possible to get that car moving and just take it that short distance back to the pits to ensure that that incident could be cleared as quickly as possible. That never happened. He just turned the engine off. Straight away. That is a problem. Oh, there's bound to be a couple, and this is where Max's much fresher tyres will fire up on any kind of restart. Max hadn't even pitted for the fresh soft tyres at that stage. But straight away, you're telling us that the tyres are going to be a factor here. You don't tell us, Martin, that on average it takes 5.5 laps of a race that are wiped off the race to deal with an incident of that sort of manner. You don't tell us that, Martin. There are only 5.4 laps remaining. And if it takes on average 5.5 laps, it's highly likely that it's going to end behind the safety car. Instead of saying that, you said there's bound to be a couple. Then you start asking the question, oh, will they let the lapped cars through? I don't think it's mandatory, but that's normally on a wet day. So you're making all this up, aren't you, Martin? Because you know what's going on and your role, you're paid to lie to people, to condition people to accept your lies, to condition people to accept what is about to take place. The fraud that is about to take place, that is what you are paid to condition people to accept. Because that's how filthy you are, Martin Brundle. I'm going to go through what is actually said. There's obviously a lot more than this. Those of you that have been with the channel for a long period of time, you'll probably know the audio from Abu Dhabi off by heart. Because obviously not only that, and if they do let the lapped cars through, obviously to get them out of the way of the race between the leaders, how long will they wait for them to get out of the way? If they wait for them to catch the back of the pack, which they don't have to do, absolutely right, Martin. See, it's all contrived. It's all contrived. Every little part of it. Every little part of it. Filth. Filthy, fraudulent mofos. So, that'll do on this video. But tune in for the next one when I'm going to go through this. Martin Brundle talking about it. Thanks for your time.